every second. The world changes. Markets rise.
You are still there and you are part of this program full time. Thank you so much. I'm still here with the Police Public Relations Officer, Enugu State Command. Superintendent Daniel Ndukwe is still here for the very last segment of it. Thank you so much, officer.
Thank you.
Before the last break, we were talking about the safety of the police officers on the road. Please take it from there.
Okay, I think a lot has already been said. We've talked about not just the level of awareness the police officer as a person exercises. There's also the training infused in every police officer, not just when you're even on the road. Naturally, you should exercise that level of consciousness, have what we refer to as situational awareness or location awareness. You're there to ensure that you don't just protect others, you also have the mandate to ensure your own protection first. The more reason why I've mentioned that they have protective equipment, the headgear, the bullet vest, and bulletproof vest, and all of that. That has been largely made available by the Nigeria Police Force under the leadership of IGP Kayode Adele, Betukun, PhD, and PM. I also made mention in Enugu State more specifically that only recently, through the Enugu State Security Trust Fund, which is one of the major push that the governor of the state, His Excellency Governor Peter Simba, has put in place to ensure maximum public security and safety in the Enugu State. They made plenty of procurement, procured vehicles. You talked about the drones that were procured, and very importantly, they were also interested in the safety of those who are actually that have direct charge to perform this duty. In this sense, the police taking the lead, those protective equipment, countless number of helmets, countless number of bulletproof vests were provided. The idea is very simple: to ensure that as you're protecting, you're protected. Because it takes a protected man to ensure the protection of another person. So that is what obtains largely within the police force, and it's a non-negotiable aspect of what we do on a daily basis.
All right, there was actually a preemption of the question I was going to ask you. You've taken it partially, but I want you to come in full force to take it. The stringent measures of the governor of Enugu State on security.
I'm not a politician, so I'm going to speak more specifically as a police officer.
Of course.
And as a matter of fact, the Police Public Relations Officer in Enugu State, I've been around for a little while, and I must say, if there's one man that has opened up all the angles, to the best of my knowledge, opened up all the angles to ensuring maximum public security and safety of not just the state in that sense, but the people found within this territorial space known as Enugu State. If there's one leader that has taken the forefront, doggedly and pragmatically, to ensure that that is achieved, so far so good, I want to beat my chest to say is the current governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Simba. I don't know if you've been to the Command and Control Center. No, because of security reasons, it's not one place that is open to public knowledge as per then, like when you have your studio, what is there. If you go there, you will know that if you take a man that has a foresight, a man like himself will say is disruptive, is bringing disruptive innovation to bring to bear that level of investment. The investment is so huge, and it has been very critical to our crime fighting approach. You know that distress response squad, the DROS is his let me call it his pet project, especially for the police force and other security agencies in the state. He has ensured that, and only recently you also know is reviving the forest guard, which have a huge role of playing that complementary role to what the police and other security agencies in the state are doing. All of this will not have happened if it doesn't have this level of foresight. I've talked severally about the Enugu State Security Trust Fund, where there is this sense of PPP, the private-public partnership. Funds are provided by both the government, individuals, corporate organizations, and funds are raised to ensure that the security of Enugu State is maintained maximally. That is an innovation that was never there. The distress response squad, you know, the vehicles have been procured, personnel have been motivated, logistics have been provided, beyond just the Enugu metropolis. We are covering virtually all the nooks and crannies of the state. This is, for me, the level of awareness, the level of consciousness, the level of pragmatism that the leader of the state, the governor, has exercised since he assumed duty. That's everything to talk about, and I must tell you, it has made our job largely seamless. Because you can't do this job when you don't have the right equipment to do them. We may not be there currently, but I will beat my chest to tell you that so far so good. A lot has been done, and it doesn't look like he wants to stop. It doesn't look like he wants to stop. It's a man that I've realized, I don't work with him directly, but from my knowledge, that is very passionate about ensuring that the security and safety of the good people of Enugu State is maintained. And kudos to him. All I can only say is to urge him to continue to do that. You know, the primary purpose of government is just two things: security and welfare. Whichever one comes first. In fact, I always urge that welfare should come first, because if there's welfare, security, they are not it will just be a run over. Yeah. If not, the pressure wouldn't be much. So these two things happen. So either of them, you must do these things. And I'm sure, speaking from the perspective security perspective angle, the security aspect of Enugu State, that has been attained largely. If you recall, when you had the NBA annual conference, the Nigerian Bar Association annual conference in Enugu State in August last year, where you have over 20,000 participants from Nigeria and beyond, within all of the states, both those that came by land, through the air, and all of that. They had a solid 1 week in Enugu State.
And it was awesome.
We never had mosquito beat anyone as a result of security. So yeah, that could not have happened if not for his effort to ensure that Enugu State is safe and secured. And I believe very strongly, I'm not speaking, he's not here talking, but from what I have seen, what he has put in place, what he has been doing, the body language, the words, all of what you see him do, there's no doubt whatsoever that is going to.
And there's no doubt we're not going to doubt also from what we have seen as Aneke Television and what you have said, adding to the ones we have known. Aneke Television is adding her voice to your own, to give it to the governor of Enugu State.
I like that testament. So it's not just coming from
it's not just coming from
kudos to him.
Yes, we are giving it to the governor of Enugu State.
Believe he will keep doing the needful.
He will keep doing the needful. All right, back to the road. Back to the road. We want to know the level of compliance of the motorists with the police on the road.
I don't even have that statistics. I don't have any stat on that. I think someone should conduct a research on that, probably, so that we'll have a leeway. You expect naturally for some road users who probably peradventure, when they have done something wrong, not to be very cooperative. No, that is a normal thing. The person doesn't want to be cooperative. But what we would always urge our people, particularly road users, to do is always to, as much as possible, cooperate with the policeman. If the policeman decides to do something in the contrary, I exist as a police PR. Oh no, I can't hear that you're misbehaving as a police officer, then I want to joke with that, especially when you're dealing with the member of the public. That is the reason why we exist. I don't think that. So we always urge our people to please be cooperative. I wouldn't have all of the measures they start to tell you, oh, this is what we observe, but it's neither here nor there. At some point, you have those who will come with their problem to the road, and you as a policeman, you are professionally trained to manage that. You also have those who will come and cooperate very well with you. We have instances where you see somebody stop, he's ready. If you want to search. Whatever it is you want to do to make sure your mandate as a police officer on the road is achieved, you do it. But we also have those, like even in the corporate world, we have what we refer to as is he an angry customer or is he stubborn or whatever customer? It's normal. You should expect.
Yeah, earlier you said you don't have the statistics to.
Of course.
But you succeeded in telling us something reasonable.
Thank
as a matter of fact, we are taking that from. Permit us for that to be your pattern was, because we are receiving signals all over there. Thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Avia, thank you so much for being there. Being with the Police Public Relations Officer, Enugu State Command, the Superintendent Daniel Ndukwe. We have been here all the while discussing on the police on the road. My name is Chukwamaka Obasi. We're going to see you again.
Every second, the world changes, markets rise, Leaders speak.
As always.
Stories unfold.
For young Nigerians, Valentine's Day can be a lesson of emotional intelligence, teaching that love includes patience, self-control, and responsibility. These values discourage violence and promote dialogue over confrontation. Peace at the national level is rooted in stable families and caring communities. Valentine's Day encourages generosity, inclusion, and social support, reducing isolation and resentment that often fuel unrest. The celebration provides a platform for civic engagement when communities use the day to promote charity, reconciliation, and peace campaigns. Valentine's Day becomes a quiet force for national healing. While Valentine's Day alone cannot solve Nigeria's challenges, its message of love and empathy offers a meaningful pathway toward peace. When sustained and rightly understood, the celebration can help build stronger relationships, calmer communities, and a more united nation.
Love! That sweet feeling that makes your heart race, your palms sweat, and your phone screen light up at midnight. This Valentine's season, love is not just in the air, love is on your screen. Aneke TV proudly presents a special Valentine program made just for you. Whether you're madly in love, healing from heartbreak, thinking of marriage, or still asking, is this really my person? Aneke TV has something for your heart. Get ready for real conversations, sweet love stories, relationship basketballs, and marriage truths nobody told you about. From dating in today's world to keeping the spark alive to building a marriage that actually works, we are breaking it down, heart to heart, no filters. Expect laughter, expect tears, and expect moments that will make you say, "Ah." Now maybe this. Well, this Valentine is not just about flowers and chocolate. It's about connection. It's about commitment, and it's about choosing love every single day. You know what to do. Grab your partner, tag your crush, call your spouse, or just cuddle up with your pillow, because Aneke TV is serving love premium style. Don't miss this Valentine special on Aneke TV. We are having the best of them, and the men them Mr. West.
Momo, Momo, hey, them call me Momo. I don't need sense to love, oh. Your love makes me a happy Momo. I am a Momo. I'm not saying, I'm not saying love and Momo has anything to do in common, but no. What I'm saying is that you don't do love and logic together. You have to pick one. Either you love or you are a logic and critical thinker. You can combine both. It will not work. So what am I saying in essence? Come 14th February, I will be live on Aneke TV, on YouTube. Yes, YouTube, Aneke TV. I will be live with Commissioner of Enjoyment, Good Hope himself, and some other amazing young people to talk about Valentine, to talk about love, to talk about the best practices surrounding Valentine and love. Don't miss it for anything, please. Aneke TV on YouTube with West and Good Hope.
Mazio Wanile.
Yeah, what's good, boy people? This is your boy Mazio Wanine. Nwamono konwa anyele ndo kana Lesotho ofoye ofonwa. The only boy not believe in love, my love equally believe in him. See, on the 1st of February, I will be live on Aneke TV and I will be chilling with Commissioner of Enjoyment, the man that may call the Good Hope. Biakai Paliano, why you will be banter. That your love, that your palaba, get fetching
Social lawyer, the red pepper.
What's up, my people? It's your home girl, official social lawyer, popularly called Red Pepper. I'm being called Red Pepper. This is the season of love, and you know what it is. Everywhere is painted red. We're gonna send some love message, and you know the 14th February is around the corner, and this is the time where we share our love message. And we have the likes of Minister of Enjoyment for enjoyment. We have the likes of Marzi. We have the likes of West of Good Life, and you have the likes of official social lawyer Red Pepper on 13th of February to dish out some hot love dose contradiction opinions about what Valentine is all about. And I know you guys should not miss it. We're going to be live on Aneke TV on 13th of February on Friday by 2 p.m. I know, and I don't want to look for you. Stay tuned.
And the Anchor Commissioner for Enjoyment. Hello, what's up, Enugu? What's up, Coal City? Is your one and only Commissioner of Enjoyment. And I'm doing this today to tell you that we are going to be live here on 13th of February, just this Friday, to deal on that Valentine rave. Man, we are ready for you, we are ready for the guys, and we're ready for the men who are coming my way. And I'm telling you that I'm going to be here with Mendem. When I talk about Mendem, I'm talking about Mr. West, I'm talking about social lawyer, the Red Pepper, and I'm also talking about Mazio Wanile. I'm going to host these guys, and we're going to talk about love, Valentine, fun, and how it is. Again, people get back, wow, because this life, you got to know what it is and how it is happening. And that's why, so let me just let you know, you are invited to that wonderful show. I want to see you, and stay tuned for that day. Time is 2 p.m. bro. When it's 2 p.m., let's rock and roll, because you are amazing and you will learn how to love. Got it? You're gonna have this rave on Valentine. Have a wonderful time as we bring you the best on 13th of February, 2 p.m. till Mama calls. Yes, we are ready on Aneke TV for this Valentine. Stay tuned. Morning headlines before you step out. Midday updates while you work. Evening analysis when the day winds down. Wherever life takes you, Aneke TV keeps you informed, connected, and ahead. Aneke TV. Move with the world.
Abia State, nicknamed God's Own State, was created on August 27, 1991 from the old Imo State by the military administration of General Ibrahim Babangida. Its name, Abia, is an acronym for Aba, Bende, Isikwato, and Afiuku Umahia, the four major areas that initially comprised the state. The state lies in Nigeria's southeast and is inhabited predominantly by the Igbo ethnic group, who are known for their enterprise, hospitality, and vibrant cultural practices. Before state creation, the region was part of the Eastern region and played notable roles in Nigeria's pre- and post-independence history. One landmark event was Aba Women's Riot of 1929, a mass protest by women against colonial taxation, which began in the Aba area and influence policy changes across Nigeria. Abia State is naturally a solid mineral resources such as limestone, kaolin, and laterite. Oil and gas are also found in some parts of the state, making it one of Nigeria's oil-producing areas. Economically, Aba is a powerhouse of trade and manufacturing, especially in textiles, leatherworks, and metal fabrication, earning it the nickname Japan of Africa. Abia State's cuisine reflects Igbo culinary traditions with popular dishes including achi and oha soup. It is a thickened soup made from oha leaves and achi seeds. Okazi soup. It is rich with okazi leaves and cocoyam paste. Abacha, African salad, made from cassava flakes, palm oil, and local spices. Ofe nsala, white soup. A light soup often cooked with fresh fish, beef, or chicken. Palm wine, a traditional beverage tapped fresh from raffia or oil palm trees. Abia State has different notable attractions, and they include National War Museum Umuahia, housing relics and weapons from the Nigerian Civil War. Akwete Weaving Village, famous for its centuries-old traditional cloth weaving. Azumiri Blue River. This is known for its clear blue waters and scenic beauty. Amakama Wooden Cave, a natural hollow in a giant tree with cultural significance. Long Juju of Arochukwu, an ancient shrine and historic slave trade route site. Abia State celebrates various cultural festivals such as New Yam Festival, Iriji, marking the start of the harvest season. Ekpe Festival, a masquerade and dance tradition in Arochukwu and other areas. Akwete Festival, celebrating the art and heritage of Akwete weaving. Aba Carnival. This carnival showcases dance, music, and colorful parades. Abia State is known for its entrepreneurship and Aba-made goods like shoes, bags, clothes, and mechanical fabrications. It is also known for agriculture, especially cassava, yam, oil palm, and cocoa, cultural craftsmanship like Akwete cloth, pottery, and wood carving, and their historic significance, especially in women's rights activism. 1929 Aba Women's Riot.
Across Nigeria, a powerful migration wave is reshaping the nation's economic and social landscape, popularly known as Japa. The term captures the growing number of young professionals and skilled workers living in search of stability, opportunity, and systems that function. But beyond the emotional stories lies a deeper economic reality, one that demands urgent and practical solutions.
We love you.
Heavily in training doctors, nurses, lecturers, engineers, and technology professionals. Yet, many of them are building their careers abroad, drawn by better pay, safer working environments, and clearer professional pathways. Hospitals become overstretched. Universities lose experienced lecturers. Industries struggle to find qualified hands. Productivity declines, and long-term development slows as the country loses both talent and the economic value they would have created. Migration also places pressure on the broader economy. Relocation expenses from tuition and visa fees to travel costs increase demand for foreign exchange, adding strain to the naira. A weaker currency raises the cost of imports, fuels inflation, and worsens the cost of living crisis. More Nigerians begin to consider leaving, creating a difficult cycle. Yet, the story is not one-sided. The Nigerian diaspora provides a vital economic cushion. Billions of dollars in remittances flow into the country each year, helping families pay for school fees, healthcare, housing, and daily needs. These inflows support household survival and contribute to foreign exchange earnings. But remittances cannot replace strong institutions, public infrastructure, or large-scale job creation. They help families cope, but they do not solve the structural challenges driving migration. The drivers of JAPA are rooted in everyday realities. High unemployment and underemployment weaken confidence in building long-term futures at home. Reversing the trend begins with practical reforms that make staying in Nigeria a viable and attractive choice. Improving power supply, transport networks, and digital infrastructure can reduce business costs and unlock growth. When businesses thrive, they create jobs, expand industries, and provide opportunities for skilled professionals. Strategic investment in high-impact sectors is equally critical. Strengthening healthcare, modernizing education, supporting technology innovation, and boosting manufacturing can create meaningful career pathways. These sectors not only absorb skilled labor, but also drive productivity and economic diversification. Retention strategies in essential services must also improve. Competitive pay, safer work environments, modern equipment, and clear professional development pathways can help reduce the outflow of healthcare workers and academics. Support for research, training, and career progression strengthens institutions and gives professionals reasons to stay. Entrepreneurship offers another path forward: better access to finance, fewer regulatory bottlenecks, and stronger support for small businesses can empower young Nigerians to build at home. A vibrant startup ecosystem turns job seekers into job creators and keeps innovation within the country. The diaspora can also become a strategic partner in development. Beyond remittances, Nigerians abroad bring skills, networks, and investment capital. Structured programs that encourage mentorship, knowledge transfer, and diaspora investment can transform brain drain into brain circulation when talent flows out and backing, strengthening both sides. At the center of all solution is trust, transparent governance, consistent policies, and visible improvements in public services rebuild confidence in national institutions. When people see progress in infrastructure, security, and economic management, the incentive to build a future at home grows stronger. Migration will always be part of a globalized world. The goal is not to stop movement, but to ensure it becomes a matter of choice, not necessity. By creating opportunities at home, valuing talent, and engaging citizens abroad as partners, Nigeria can turn the challenge of JAPA into a pathway for renewal, resilience, and inclusive growth.
Osai, wherever you are, at home, in your office or in traffic, thank you for letting us into your space this beautiful morning. We're here to refresh, inform, and motivate.
Yes, and today is Thursday, 12th February 2026, and we've got your power-packed morning today here on Sunrise. We've got our latest news, what's trending, and of course that special Sunrise vibe. We'll be starting off with our quote of the day. With was that inspiring? Was that thoughtful? Words that offer insights to whatever we do to keep us focused, stay driven, and also be motivated.
Then, it's straight into the day top headline. All the key news update that you need to remain informed will be shared, hot, and tasty.
Yes, and after that, we'll be giving you our full weather forecast for today, covering cities across the southeast and beyond, so you'd know what to expect before stepping out. Or if you've stepped out already, it is to keep you throughout the rest of the day.
And later, we'll wrap things up by giving you our business update and bringing the man of many parts, the sports oracle, commissioner of enjoyment, the man who prides himself as the mental mechanic.
Alright, now moving over to our morning show inspiration segment. Now, morning show inspiration segment is coming from Washington Irving, and in his quote he says, "A sharp tongue is the only edged tool that grows keener with constant use." I'm going to take that quote again. He says, "A sharp tongue is the only edged tool that grows keener with constant use." Now, when he says a sharp tongue, he's referring to a person who speaks harshly, sarcastically, or cruelly. By calling it an edged tool, he compares words to a weapon, something that can cut, wound, and cause lasting damage. Unlike physical tools that become dull with overuse, a sharp tongue becomes even more harmful the more it is used, because habitual harsh speech sharpens a person's ability to insult, criticize, or hurt others. So in simple terms, this quote is reminding us that constant negative or biting speech doesn't fade away. It grows stronger and more destructive. And also, it also encourages self-control, that we should have self-control, we should have kindness in communication and awareness that our words can harm just as deeply as a physical action. So whatever we're telling anybody, we should mind the words we use. We should mind the way we say something to people, because words tend to hurt more than physical hurting. Mr. Archer, I would like to know your thoughts on this also.
Alright, the quote this morning is as sharp as the quote is. Is as sharp the quote itself, speaking about the tongue. Ivan this morning is telling us that a sharp tongue is the only edge tool that grows keener with constant use, telling us to be cautious on how we use our tongue. The tongue, like a sword, can also as well cut us under. It's a two-edged sword. It can make or mar destinies. With the tongue, when you go to the good book, it tells you that with the word that the word was framed, speaking to the aeon, the ability to use your words to frame your word. With your words, you can alter how the flow of things goes. So the word becomes powerful. It then means that the tongue is like the rudder that, moves the ship. The tongue is the most powerful organ of the body because it has in it the ability to make or mar anybody, any destiny, any situation. However, I like to use this opportunity to, in speaking to the power of the tongue and how we use it, we can and we should be able to use it to speak to issues, especially at this time when speaking up matters to this nation. It's time for us to use our tongue, frame our words, use it to cut those who oppose the prosperity and the moving electoral movement of this nation forward. By cutting them in line with our tongue is a time where we need to frame our aeon, frame our words to be like the sword that will cut in line whoever opposes electoral reform for this nation. So every and all of us Nigerians are invited because we have in us the power to make changes, and the only way we can do that is to utilize this weapon that Ivan is telling us this morning, to speak, cut in line those who are opposed to this electoral prosperity of this nation, moving the country beyond where we were in 2022 to a better Nigeria in 2027. At least with that, we can have electoral credibility, have an election that will be said to be free, fair, and credible. And the only tool in our hand this time is our tongue. So it's time for us to cut asunder any and everyone who oppose to the electoral prosperity of this nation. However, in coming back, we should be cautious on how we equally wield that sword, especially to people around us. Just like you rightly observed, your words can make or mar the people around you. And how you use it, how you frame it, matters. Be cautious of what comes up because you may be unable, irrespective of remorse, time, and place, take it back. So be cautious how you use it. It is the most powerful organ of the body and can cut in line or cut asunder. So we should be cautious, and that's what I've in this morning caution us to be self-aware on how we wield this tool because it can make a destiny or my destiny. When spoken, when vomited, may be unable to take back. So what do? Use it judiciously, use it wisely in moving forward, in conversing with people. But let it be a tool that make people around you irrespective of situation. So Ivan this morning, beyond letting us know that this is a weapon, we should, like the swordsman, be able to wield it professionally and carefully, knowing that he has in it the power not just to cut an opponent, but to equally cut us to shreds as well. So what we need to do from now onwards is to